Hello. Welcome everybody to Body Mapping with Laurel. It is Mapping Monday. My name is Laurel Houston and I am the creator of Body Mapping. For those of you who have never heard of body mapping before, body mapping is literally the map the universe left on your body to help you find purpose, to help you know who you are, because every part of your body can be measured with another part of your body. Hi Tasha. And when those are in proportion or out of proportion, or when symptoms come up, it tells me something about you. So what I like to do here on Mondays, in this private Facebook group, you guys can ask questions, and I kind of try to get a feel for who has questions, and then I like to answer those for you. So as you pop on, say hi, let me know you can hear. It's Labor Day, so I don't know how many of you are gonna pop on, but I wanted to talk for a moment about eyes and allergies, because so many people, that is the symptom that they get the worst with their allergies, right? So first, in body mapping, the eyes have so many different meanings. We look at the shape of your eye, we look at the size of your eye, we look at the color of your eye, and each one of those actually means something different. So as we talk about this, the one thing that they have in common is that eyes are all about perception, how you view the world. So what does a big booty mean? Okay, that's a great one, Natasha. I will talk about that next week, because the measurement for your butt is your head. So that is perfect for next week. I'm totally going to do that one. Because so many people hate their butts, and our butts are awesome. Okay, but eyes have to do with how we view the world. So the larger the eye, or the lighter the color of your eye, the more detail you see. The smaller the eye, or the darker the color, you have kind of a natural filter. And so there are other senses that you rely on more. The other part of this, when you have a different shape, so I have what are just called almond eyes. They are level. Some people have eyes that they have downturned corners, meaning that the corner of the eye kind of comes down. And other people have a cat eye, so that they come up on the corner. Each one of those, you view the world differently based on the shape of your eye, and based on the color and how big it is in relation to other features on your face. So what does this have to do with allergies? Well, so many people, when they have allergies, that is where the majority of their symptoms show up, right? Itchy, watery eyes, there's irritation, they feel like there's something in their eye, but they link it to, I'm just having an allergic reaction. So there's two pieces to this, and I don't know how many of you have allergies, but if you have allergies, whether you're watching this live or replay, what are your allergies? Because all allergies are based in fear. Okay, I'm pausing there for a second so that can sink in. And now I'm going to give you some examples, because I heard it. You didn't have to. Fear of what? How is a gluten allergy a fear? Well, most people fear carbs because for years and years and years and years, we were programmed that carbs make us fat. So you're not necessarily in fear or allergic to gluten. You have a fear of getting fat or getting unhealthy. You see it with cats. I have a sister-in-law who despises cats. And she had a son who never had any allergies until one day he was petting one and she freaked out. And all of a sudden his eyes started to swell and he had a cat allergy. Well, he didn't have a problem with cats or that cat until there was an emotional reaction of getting yelled at for petting it. I see this with food. I see this with pollen, with insects, with all sorts of things in nature. And all allergy has an emotional fear behind it. And so that I could do an entire class just on that. But I want to specifically talk about how allergies irritate our eyes. One of the reasons why so many people have irritated eyes during change of seasons, yes, there's pollen. And in body mapping, you look at both the physiological as well as the emotional. So if a cat scratches you and you get an infection, it's because there's a bacteria in there. Bacteria cause infection, but the way that your body reacts to it is a symptom or a sign of what emotions are behind that. So did you just get minor irritation from the cat scratch? Did it swell? Did it spread? Because that all has to do with emotional attachment. So yes, with allergies, itchy, watery eyes, yes, there's pollen in the air. Yes, you could have dust or allergy or cats or whatever it is that's triggering your allergy. But when it comes to seasonal allergies, many people fear change. And because we fear change, the change of the seasons triggers people. Because we instinctively know we have no control over whether or not the seasons change. So just having someone look outside and view that the world is going from winter to spring, or from summer to fall, or from spring to summer. You cannot control the weather. So it is this blaring reminder that your world is out of control. And it triggers people to have allergies, especially itchy, watery eyes, because our eyes are all about perception and how we view the world. So if we are in fear of how we view the world, we will have worse symptoms during the season changes, during major life events. It is not necessarily that you're irritated with the world, but you could be. Think about how people describe irritated eyes. Oh, my eyes are so itchy and irritated. So usually when I work with my clients and they have itchy, watery, irritated eyes, I ask them, what is irritating you so bad? Or more pointedly, who is irritating you so badly? And they can usually always pinpoint something. And then the irritation of the eyes goes away. But when we are irritated at what we see, about our view of the world, about the world around us, it will actually cause eye irritation. So what if it's watery eyes? When your eyes water, whether it is because you laugh so hard, you cry, because you are in sorrow and you cry, because you woke up in the morning and you weren't ready to wake up, tears release. It is our body releases through sweat, tears, and urine. Those are the 3 easiest ways for our body to release toxins. Tears are never bad. Whether they have emotion behind them or not, stop apologizing for crying. You are releasing toxicity from your body. Let your eyes water. Let your eyes cry. Stop apologizing for it. Your body is doing exactly what it was meant to do. So, with eyes and allergies, kind of a recap. Allergies are based in fear. Fear-based allergies can be anything from an animal to a repercussion from eating a certain food to a change in the seasons that reminds you that you cannot control the world. Because especially for women, when we feel like we are out of control, we try to create control in the world around us. We get nitpicky. We go into perfectionism. Instead of just being grateful that the dishwasher is loaded, we are angry that they loaded it wrong. When women feel out of control, they will try and control. And when women are not able to change or control the world around them, changes in seasons will trigger allergy symptoms. So, how do you overcome this? Because really, it doesn't do me any good to tell you that. Yeah, you may have had an aha, but here is, I call them lift up and let go tools to help with this. As the seasons change, and you start to go into, I can't control the world, recognize you're not trying to control the world. You're trying to control the world. So pick one thing that you can consistently do daily, that you give yourself credit for. It could be something as simple as brushing your teeth, because I hope that's something you do every day. I brushed my teeth. I have control over whether or not I brush my teeth. I have control. I have control over whether I drink water or Diet Coke. I have control. I have control over whether I stay in my pajamas until noon or I get in the shower and get dressed. I have control. You are not taking control over whether or not my three-nager dumps all of his milk on the table for breakfast. I can't control that, but I can control whether or not I show patience while I clean it. When you actually start listing out loud, not in your head, out loud, I have patience. I can control how I act in this situation. Your brain actually changes faster. Great to control your thoughts, better to control your words. It shows that it tells your brain you have more power over what you're doing. So I hope that this helps. I know I'm gonna have so many questions about allergies. Well, I have this allergy, but I don't know what the fear is. So if you want to get rid of the allergy, find the fear. And I'll give you a tip. Most fears, when you get down to the fear, it's fear of rejection. You're not afraid of carbohydrates, therefore giving yourself a gluten allergy. You're afraid of getting fat. Not because you're afraid of getting fat, but because you have programming that says, if I'm fat, no one will love me. Allergies are not about the thing, they're about the emotion. And when you are irritated with the world around you, it will affect your eyes, because that's where we view and perceive the world. So, if you have allergy questions and you really can't identify the emotion behind it, then post it in the comments and I will try to answer as many of them as possible. But remember, most allergies stem from fear, and the fear is a fear of rejection. So yes, when you have itchy, watery eyes because of allergies, something about the way you view the world triggered your wound that says, no one wants me. Is that crazy? I know. Watch this again, re-listen to it. It'll all make more sense. I love you. Thank you so much for coming